Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, April 28th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to jump to this one. I know you don't see it yet. To this one. Lickety split, we are right back into the 280s. Big rally last week, especially on Friday. 286.08, rising channel top, 288.79, mostly horizontal with a slight descent. The 286.08 to 288.79 area is a narrow range of resistance that can contain weekly highs. And from here, we can fall back to 210.75 over the next 2 to 3 weeks. And over the next at this point in time, I'm going to go over the next month or two into the mid to low 160s. So yes, holding below 288.79, I do think, say, between now and the end of June or sooner, the 156.77 to 162.87 area is likely. And this has not changed for the last few weeks. This is what I've been holding to. So this is a sellable resistance area. Now, working our way down from here, 286.08, let me jump to a different chart, and I'm going to start with this one. We have a 3/8 downside Fibonacci over the extremes of the last month or so at 259.12. I don't know if we'll see that today, but with last Friday's volatility, it is certainly possible. 259.12 is a solid level, especially if you're short day trader in the 286, 288 region. This is a solid zone to take profits in. If you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader, you can sell the 288.79, 286.08 area in anticipation of 241.61. That descending channel top we closed above Wednesday of last week that then indicated 288.79 to 286.08 as a 3 to 5 day objective. It took all of 3 days, and here we are. And then, yes, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, continued settlements at or below the 286.08 to 288.79 area will keep this newly formed channel bottom that is properly shown here at 210.75 in reach, where a weekly low can be placed, and we could bottom out here for several weeks, possibly back into the 280s again, which is why I've now amended it. Was a 3 to 5 week objective here in the mid 150s to low 160s, holding below this 286.08 to 288.79 area, but we now have this sort of new channel bottom that I'm going to respect at 210.75 for its ability to contain weekly selling pressures, and certainly could delay the mid 150s to low 160s. But if you're a big picture trader, and I'm talking like 1 to 2 months, it's still a sale in the mid 280s, 286.08 to 288.79, anticipating over the next month or two 162.87, which is the beginning of a range of long-term 5-year channel support at 156.77 that can absorb selling through the rest of the year and quite possibly well into next. On the other hand, if we do close today above 288.79, I see no good reason to be playing the short side in Tesla. In fact, you want to go long aggressively so, and I think this is a 3 to 5 week rally, could be as little as 2 to 3 weeks at 379.35, a descending 2/3 speed line. On the way up, we have 319.02 as a 3/8 upside Fibonacci off that December high against the more recent early April low. And so there is a scenario here. I don't know if we'll see it or not, but if we clearly open today, for instance, above 288.79, with last Friday's volatility, we just might reach 319.02 today. In fact, I would call that the upside day trade. Pushing, especially opening above 288.79, allows 319.02 by the closing bell. And if we settle today above 288.79, no good reason to be short. If you are short, my suggestion is to reverse and go long. If your time horizon is 3 to 5 weeks out, I would anticipate 379.35, where we could actually top out then by that point in time through the month of June and fall away again, perhaps. It would be a settlement, by the way, above 379.35. That would tell me we've got a protracted rally on our hands as we continue well into the third quarter, but I'm just not going to go there right now. Let's get back to the downside again with this chart. 259.12 in reach perhaps today, likely to contain intraday selling. Breaking 259.12 does signal, if not today, tomorrow, 241.61, where we can place a daily low. And it's fairly stair-step from there on out. if we break or close below 241.61, not going to happen today. We have 221.86 as the next kind of a 2 to 3 day target. 210.75. I'm calling 210.75 an objective now anyway. I'm calling this a 2 to 3 week target below 288.79. So there's really nothing to do if you're a 2 to 3 week or 1 to 2 month time horizon trader, but sell the market presently in the 286.08 to 288.79 area. Over the next 2 to 3 weeks, 210.75. Over the next couple of months, the low 160s to mid 150s. Now, if we close above 288.79 one more time, that completely is tipped on its head, reversing up into the 379.35 area within 3 to 5 weeks, and pretty quickly. And as I mentioned before, possibly today, if we open above 288.79, we could see 319.02 on an intraday basis. I'd like you to check out wickedstocks.com, where we put out, well, first and foremost, 2 stock picks every week. Last week was Robinhood and Broadcom. They're already sort of activated, or at least in the process thereof. There's definitely still in play. You can take advantage of the opportunities we're seeing there by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial. The previous week, there's also opportunity there with Motorola and Dutch Brothers. You'll also receive daily Triple Q and daily SPY analysis and weekly Apple stock analysis, all for a very reasonable price. But you don't have to pay anything for the first 5 days. And if you decide to stick around, you will have to pay $47 a month for that very solid package of market analysis. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I am going to leave it at that for Monday's Tesla report. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow with Tuesdays. You have a great day.